Sometimes when you have a recording, you get a bunch of unwanted sounds, and all you really want is someone talking. A lot of the times, this happens when someone is breathing too much into the microphone, or they're singing and they're taking breaths in between each verse, because they have to breathe. So that's normal, but you don't necessarily want it in your recording, and there's an easy way to remove that, and that is using a noise gate. We're going to take a look at a very simplified way of doing so in GarageBand, but noise gates are pretty much a standard plugin or effect that you can use in any digital audio workstation software. So we're going to look at the simple method here, but we'll talk a little bit about how you can use it in more complicated solutions as well. So first, I'm going to just record myself reading this list over here and breathing heavily at the same time. No effects. Ambient vocals. Deeper vocals. Epic diva. Okay. So now if we take a look at this recording here. No effects. Let's turn this up. Ambient vocals. You can hear me breathing in the recording. Now what we want to do is remove that. So I'm going to go over to the edit area of GarageBand, and I have this track selected here, and I'm going to turn on the noise gate. Now this is a very, very simplified noise gate, and it's not normally going to be this simple in most programs, but you can see I have a slider from 0, that's negative 100 decibels, and this is 100, which is 0 decibels. And this is going to, the noise gate basically says anything that is quieter than this number of decibels, we're just going to not hear it. And that's the tolerance slider. And on normal noise gates, you'll see that as tolerance. And you'll also have a speed at which the noise gate works, so it's not just cutting it off immediately, so it kind of fades into silence. And so the slower the speed, the slower it'll fade into silence. But then you might get actual noise in the process during that fade out. So those are the two major settings that you'll find in noise gates on regular audio software applications. But we are just going to use the slider to get rid of the breath. Now I'm going to set it to 50. Let's see what that does. No effects. Okay, so that was a loud one. So we know that's our loudest breath. That one we might not be able to get rid of because I breathed too loud. But I'm going to put that up here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so we got just that tail end there. No effects. Ambient vocals. Deeper vocals. Epic diva. So you can see it's completely silent. I turn off the noise gate. Epic diva. We got that breathing back again. So that's all you really need to do to get rid of those obnoxious noises in between the actual speech or singing that you have in your recordings.